WTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
She lived through a terrible pileup crash on I-90 near Cardwell. One of her passengers did not. Coming up, hear what that driver is saying about the horrible accident where they were trapped in the middle of an icy pileup and hit from behind.
I'm Jonathan Ambarian in Bozeman. I'll give you the latest on where things stand in the race for Montana's U.S. Senate seat amid growing speculation that Congressman Matt Rosendale could be close to announcing a run for the Republican nomination.
I think that the new FAFSA is easier once we kind of overcome all of these unexpected obstacles.
And if you have a soon-to-be college student, you may want to listen up to this next story because even more changes were made to the FAFSA. Alrighty, it is 6:31 on this Tuesday morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I took the dog out really quick to walk before I came to work, and oh my gosh, I didn't really even need the big winter coat that I had on.
No, you need a jacket, and that's really about it. Some areas a little cooler than others, but most of us sitting into the low to mid 20s, about as cool as we get on the board right now. 33 this morning in West Yellowstone, and we're looking at full sunshine again today. We had some records broken yesterday. We'll be near that again today. Just looking at conditions through the afternoon, I expect our highs to top out into the upper 40s to low 50s through the afternoon for Bozeman. Same situation in Butte, but we do have a shift in our weather pattern on the way. I'm going to talk more about that in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now, you may remember earlier this month, a deadly pileup on Cardwell Hill just east of Whitehall. One woman was killed. And MTN's Julie Slee spoke with a survivor who shares the terrifying details about the accident and her long road to recovery.
On January 7th, a woman from Salt Lake City and 3 other passengers were traveling home from Billings in icy road conditions. That's when they were unfortunately caught in a deadly pileup on Cardwell Hill.
And I knew my finger was gone. And I said it out loud, my finger's gone.
Adele Beck was visiting Billings with some friends, driving on I-90, a route she'd taken plenty of times. But on January 7th, Adele faced a surprising event on her commute back to Utah once she reached Cardwell Hill.
I could see up ahead that the semi was jackknifed across the road.
Because of icy conditions, Adele says she was only traveling at about 30 miles per hour. She was able to come to a stop, just barely hitting the semi.
I checked with my passengers, so, it's like, is everybody okay?
And just seconds later,
we were hit from behind. And we were hit so hard that it shoved us underneath the semi.
A feeling that Adele struggles to even describe.
I just don't have words for it. It's just this jumble of noise and chaos and mess.
This is the car after the collision. Adele and her friend in the passenger seat began shouting out to passengers in the back seat, Katie Montgomery and her 7-year-old daughter, Rosie, once again asking, "Is everyone okay?"
The 7-year-old in the back seat started crying, so we knew that she was okay.
But they never got a response from Katie, who was killed instantly. Adele then began to assess her own injuries. She noticed her finger was gone.
I was trapped with an I-beam from the trailer about here.
The jaws of life were used to remove Adele and her fellow passengers. She was taken to the hospital where the decision was made to life flight her down to Salt Lake, where surgeons would fight to save as many fingers and functionality in her right hand as possible.
I've got pins in every direction, fractures, dislocations.
And a long road of healing ahead of her.
My hand doesn't look like my hand anymore. And like my whole life has been taken away from me. That was what it felt like. I mean, I know that with training, I can get at least a lot of it back, but there may be things that I just never will do again because somebody wasn't driving to conditions, made the decision that speed was more important. There's a lot of anger there.
But that doesn't mean she isn't trying to make light of a dark situation.
I woke up one morning and had a voicemail from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. They were like, we have something of yours in our possession. It's your finger. Yeah, I've been collecting all the terrible jokes. There are things that you can't control.
But what Adele says she can control is her attitude.
Something kept me safe and kept my other two passengers safe. Katie wasn't spared, and that hurts, but I'm grateful that I was.
In Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.
And Monday morning, 3 people faced a judge charged with forgery. The 3 were caught on January 24th, allegedly trying to cash a check for nearly $950,000. It happened at the Valley Credit Union branch in Bozeman, and an IRS special agent told Bozeman police that this scheme has been happening across the country. The agent says the loss in Montana alone amounts to millions of dollars. And while Senator Jon Tester prepares to seek another term, the race among Republicans wanting to replace him is still unsettled. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Amberian has the latest on the GOP candidates, including one who still hasn't said he's running.
Over the last week, there's been a growing chorus of national media stories suggesting that Congressman Matt Rosendale is inching closer to announcing a run for Montana's U.S. Senate seat. But so far, there's still been no official announcement from Rosendale. Over the weekend, Rosendale held events around Montana with Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, who, like Rosendale, has become known for pushing back against House Republican leadership. Rosendale said the tour was intended to bring Montanans the truth about his work in Congress. But Gaetz made clear he had another goal as well.
I am on a mission to change Washington, and one of the best things we could do to send a shock to the system, to the establishment of both political parties, is to get Matt in this race for the Senate.
Rosendale again told me he wasn't ready to make an announcement, but he said he felt GOP leaders were pressuring him not to jump in.
And they have made absolute efforts to try and keep me out of this race. And I've always said, the people from Montana, the voters around Montana, are going to decide who the next senator is going to be.
Meanwhile, Gallatin County businessman Tim Sheehy, who's already received support from a number of top Montana Republicans, has been touting his own national endorsements, most recently from Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. He also made a trip to Iowa on behalf of Donald Trump earlier this month, speaking at a caucus and encouraging voters to get behind the former president.
This is going to be the most important vote of your lifetime. We need to unite behind Trump, stop wasting our money and time with this messy primary, get him on the ballot so we can win in 2024. Make America great again.
The National Republican Senate campaign arm, chaired by Senator Steve Daines, also pointed to another poll showing Sheehy opening a lead against Rosendale in a potential primary. So far, the only candidate who's officially filed to appear on the Republican primary ballot is former Secretary of State and Public Service Commissioner Brad Johnson. Johnson says he faces a David and Goliath struggle because GOP leaders have lined up behind other candidates, but that he's standing by his long experience in Montana politics.
I wanted to be here in person to underscore my commitment to pursuing this race with enthusiasm and vigor, that I think we're going to prevail. I think that people are going to see that I'm the real deal.
The last day for any candidate to file and get on the primary ballot is March 11th. In Bozeman, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
And if you have a soon-to-be college student at home, you may want to listen to this next story, because even more changes were made to the FAFSA program. Now, this change potentially means more money to help kids pay for college, with $1.8 billion more dollars now available. MTN's Isabel Spartz is looking into all the changes that you need to know.
This year's FAFSA saw a large overhaul, changing the way aid is looked at for students, causing frustrations for some, but experts say it's worth it. Figuring out how to pay for college can be stressful. One reason more than 20 students and parents gathered at the Billings Career Center this week to attend FAFSA night.
I expected it to be much more complicated than it was going to be.
FAFSA is the free federal application that can be filled out by any college student to help them qualify for loans, grants, and work-study programs to receive money for school. The program has been around for decades, but this year it's gotten a big makeover.
It did help to be here.
Yeah.
So.
The Department of Education has completely redone not only how the FAFSA form is filled out, but how aid is granted.
The changes to the FAFSA application are supposed to open up more aid for students. There's always going to be a segment of students that are going to have a different amount and may not be as eligible or eligible for as much aid as they had in the past.
More students will qualify for Pell Grants, and parents or contributors will be able completely online through the IRS rather than by entering it in manually.
Your parents are now called contributors. So the way the FAFSA works now is a student would log in and indicate who is going to contribute information to the FAFSA application, and then that email or that would be sent to the contributor, and the contributor would be asked to log on and complete their portion of the FAFSA application.
Other changes include transitioning the expected family contribution to a student aid index, eliminating the sibling discount, and farms and small businesses are to be claimed as assets, which will mean less aid for some farm and ranching families in Montana.
We had some great success with some families. Other families hit some roadblocks. For me, it was a really big learning opportunity.
And also of concern is timing. The form opened up December 30th, much later than the normal date of October 1st, and this means the window for students to pick a college has shortened.
It's been a really long process. It's been delayed significantly. So the process about 3 to 4 months behind.
All changes aimed improving the system, despite some temporary challenges along the way. The important thing is to still fill out the form.
I feel like for the amount of things that you can get from it, from scholarships, financial aid, it's well worth an hour of your time.
In Billings, Isabel Sparts, MTN News.
Now, when we come back, we're going to revisit with a woman living in Montana with deep ties to Ukraine and how these past couple of years have been amidst war and uncertainty.
It's still very difficult. We have attacked almost every day.